Hey fellas, Dave here, Willpower Electrics. Just doing a little update on where we were. It's been about a week since I've done one of these, so I'll flip the camera around and you guys can have a look at what we've been up to. Right, we're in the process now of getting the bundles all organised, ready to go up into the core holes here. So we're doing checks on every cable, we're doing a count of making sure there's 24 in a bundle, and then we'll write down the numbers on a wall and we'll count to check that the right numbers are in every bundle. Doing this now saves a massive headache later, even though this is a pain in the bum to do now. It's a stitch in time saves 9, as they say. So this is bundle number 8. Whatever those numbers are off the top of my head, can't tell you. Wish they did these bundles in 20, that'd be easy to add up then. We're doing some lighting markouts over here. Right. So we've just dotted on the floor where the fittings are, emergencies, and then over here, control panel. What is it? Easy peasy. Ah! It's a little weeboo, weeboo, weeboo. Weeboo.
Guys, I think it could be this bundle.
Oh, you got it. Tiny Luke, at it again. Don't you dare, you can't. Is that gas, Aaron?
Please don't make me work with it.
It smells so bad that you're crying.
It's worse than onions.
Is it Shrek's life level? He'd be dead. This is how you do efficient pulls. Especially with security, got to get the cables rolling. Shrek lots of these rollers. I love these rollers. Especially with these heavy security drums. This rolls like a dream. There's some bearings in there and there you go. Standard A-frames. You can only really one fire at a time. But yeah. It's going all the way down the end and off that way. First pull of our security cable. Alright, so I've probably done a couple of tidbit videos in between, but if you're on the Instagram you would have seen, but essentially what we've got now is a position here where we're core hurling up into the comms room is set, and these two bundles of cables are ready to go up as soon as we got those holes. So it's been a bit of a mission sorting out everything up here. It's a little bit hard to see, but as we're pulling cables, we pull cables this way and this way. So as we're doing that, different bundles need to marry up at this point and then go up. And I've put some eyelets up there. They need to go up and across and sit on that bit of uni strut there just to support it until we go up into the comms room. So moving along, we've finished this little bit of tray down here in for this switchboard. So there's some data cables and wireless access points and bits and pieces like that. So we're going to end up here. We're going to have a tray coming down and then two boards, an essential and non-essential. Alright, and then back down this way. We also we've started roughing in some security. So the security going to the same place up in the comms room. So these cables here have to go down that tray and then they'll end up going up the same side as our data cables there. So these sets of security are for PIRs, card readers and different things out in the front entrance. They're the furthest points. Similar to the data, we run those first and then work our way back. So when you've got your drums here, you're not wasting so much cable. You need to get the big long ones out of the way first. We've moved our little side office / lunchroom plan bench area. It's not a whole lot to see up here, but obviously we've got a lot of data cables in. These are the operating feeders and things. So we've run a fair few power feeds into here, and just the data points for the pendants, different things. There's a pendant microscope contraptions, I'm pretty sure. And then it's hard to see, but we've got a good dozen or so feeds running down. If I had a ladder set up, we're just heading off for the day, but I'll get some shots of the tying in that my apprentice has done. It's top work. So yeah, I'll probably add on to this video and clip it into next week, but if I see you then, I'll see you then. I thought I'd come up and show you one. Nice work down there. If I can reach down there too. I can't reach. Alright, Dave here again. Just wanted to show you some of the fire and a few of the security loops that we've dropped in here. So there's an auto door here, so there's a card reader and a strike. I think there's a keypad there as well. But we've also started putting in fire loops for our detectors. Smoke detectors. There's also in-ceiling detectors as well in this sort of building. So you're going to have most of the places where you're seeing one, there's going to be a detector mounted on the ceiling to get the smoke that's in the room. And then also, like, typically they're a thermal detector in the roof space. So if it gets over a certain sort of temperature, those detectors will go off. Alright. We had a couple of issues with the speakers. We needed to double check with an expert about them, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's an EWA system speakers, and we just needed to confirm how many points we could have on a loop, basically. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you next week. Tool of the day today is the Ramset Cable Master. This thing puts fixings in concrete and steel. It's quick and easy. Boom, it's in. It's got a belt hook, and that's my mod for the ladder. Just a closer look at the fixings. It's got a little indent there that the gun locates onto. And the nails, 22mm nail. Hey boys, just another little update, flipping you around. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bundles. They're all numbered up, double checked, and we've just tucking them up under here again. And we've got the core hole guy coming day after tomorrow, so I've marked out the holes up there. Keep harping on about these core holes, but that's what we're waiting for. We're gonna have to do some tray upstairs, and then we'll feed all of these up there and just get them off this level. I'm sick of them here, so yeah. Packed up another day. Still going on with every other aspect of the rough end, but I'll be glad to see the end of this data job, man. Can't stand it. This is my other issue. So, see this short bunch? It really should extend out to there. That's all my slack up in the comms room. So somehow this bundle's been cut short. I've made marks down here on the floor to allocate how much length should be left. Should be that bundle there. These ones are a bit longer. Longer's fine, but shorter is not really okay. It makes it up into the room and we should be able to make it work, but it means that all this length here is wasted, unfortunately. Part of the job, but it's just an aspect of it. Yeah. Oh, ripped it off.